James was a below-average dude and wanted to be a wizard. The goal was to have the ultimate power of Chad and get any girl that lay eyes on him to sleep with. The only problem with this was he had a micro-penis, had creepy and predatory behaviors with women, and always got rejected by every woman he met. But he was destined to change his own destiny and become a Chad, but the real question remained, would he? The short answer is no, and here's why. This story starts like any other day where James was going about his daily business. He woke up, pissed on everything but the toilet, and went to work rizzing on women. He would try to hit up women on Snapchat using quick add and adding them on Instagram. His typical method including adding them on social media and then straight up asking them to hang out and have sex. This obviously was not the way to rizz. It was so bad in fact that over his entire time on these social medias he had been blocked by essentially every woman in San Jose and had to drive further out to get more socials to block him. Then he tried dating apps to try and get his rizz on. The first day of him trying dating apps went like this.
Okay, now all I need is to add some good-looking Aryan photos of me in my underwear with my gut hanging out and I'll be getting all these hoes. Alright, that'll do it now. Nothing will stop me from dominating these hoes. Sieg Heil.
Huh?
Well, that was close. My dad would have beat my ass if the neighbor complained. Well, time to harass these women with my Aryan genes.
10 seconds later.
Damn well, I went through to my limits of likes, but nobody added me yet. They must be intimidated by my sexy Aryan genes and Hitler family history. They couldn't handle this Hitler monster cock.
But little did James know Hitler had such a micro-penis that even Jewish penises were considered enormous compared to it. Historians still discuss if that's why he started World War II, but it's still unknown to this day.
2 hours later.
Damn, I want some hoes. I want some hoes right now. Maybe if I can pay for some subscription service, I'll be able to find some hoes that want these superior genes.
Soon after James had started the free dating service, bought a subscription, and was sending match requests to every possible woman out in a 150-mile radius of him. He had fallen into the virgin beta male trap of buying a subscription for a dating service when he did not have the awareness of how useless it was for him to do so because he did not have a face even a mother could love, so how was some stranger women even going to want to look at it without puking? What he should have pursued was a gym membership and followed a doctrine on physical and social self-improvement because then at least some women would want to at least hook up with him. Alas, he was too arrogant and not self-aware enough to realize that, so he bought his subscription with false hope. Many days had passed before he had even a single match, and many days between matches. He was essentially getting bottom-of-the-barrel women, but he was determined to have sex, even with someone unappealing to him, even the femboy furries, because for now it was at least free. The only problem with this was that he never improved his mannerisms and kept trying the same tactics over and over again, relentlessly trying to have sex with women that would match with him and essentially getting unmatched by every woman who would give him a shot because he kept asking for sex without establishing a relationship.
1 eternity later.
Frustrated, he soon ran out of real people in a 150-plus mile radius, and all that were left were scams and bots that would add him back and ask for money. After about a week on the app, he was soon banned. He got an email that he sexually harassed all the women in a 150-plus mile radius and that he would not get a refund on the subscription for violating terms of service, and it had only been 2 weeks from using the app. Frustrated and needing a wank, he opened up his laptop and opened a porn site for the 5th time that day and started looking up weird stuff. He fapped furiously, fueled by all the misogyny in the world alone. He fapped and fapped until he came and he felt more empty inside than he ever had. Wanting to recharge and wank again for the 6th time that day, he noticed an ad on the site, prostitutes now. It said, "Get whores today and now." Intrigued, he clicked on the ad and then it redirected him to another website. That website had whores galore. There were big whores, small whores, whores with teeth, and whores without. There were whores of all races and whores galore. So many whores that the eye could see, so many that James was overstimulated and pissed his pants a little. James was giddy to say the least. He was so excited he found the address of the whores and drove in his car. He drove so fast he even bumped into an ambulance on the interstate, but that didn't stop him. He would deal with that later. Within 30 minutes he was at a shady motel and was suspicious at first but checked the sites for Whores R Us. Soon after he booked a whore and found out where she was, walked in, and found the oldest most disgusting lady he had seen.
Hey, who are you?
Why, I'm James, the Aryan Riz God Supreme.
Riz? Whatever, just drop your pants and let's get it over with. I got 10 other dicks I need to suck tonight.
Okay, but I want to stick it in raw.
Whatever, that'll cost extra. Now pay me half the cost now and half later.
Cost? How much does it cost to have sex with an old disgusting woman like you?
It's $2,000 total and $2,500 raw, but I would recommend a condom. A lot of men have been up there over the years.
Okay, sure. It's not my first time having sex. Let me go get the money.
Whatever, just get my cash.
James had to find an ATM real quick, emptied his bank account of all the contents, and ran back to the room to fuck the disgusting whore before his dick exploded.
I have your money here. Now let me stick it in you raw.
Okay, that's fine, let's do it. And quick, I have other clients tonight.
James and the whore had sex, and soon after, about 2 pumps and 5 seconds after, James came in the old whore. After that he gave the lady her money, left for home, and felt loved for the first time, and the burning itch of chlamydia, but loved. The next day he woke up, did his morning routines, pissed all over the floors as usual, and attempted to become the wizard he always wanted to be. He thought highly of himself for once. After all, he did have sex with a prostitute, but this feeling was not long-lasting. In the real world with non-prostitute women he was still getting rejected and blocked everywhere, and that just fueled his hatred of women. But something was different this time. He thought he unlocked the ultimate power of Riz at the motel yesterday and felt like he needed to fuel his sex addiction more. That night he opened the same website and looked up the new locations for the whores, for they had changed from that shady motel to a Motel 6 nearby. He drove over and tried to have sex with a different whore this time. At the ATM he was trying to pull out money, but then he realized that he had no money to pay the prostitutes. He had lost all the savings he had gained from his last job at the convenience store he was fired from and needed cash fast. James was not very popular with people, let alone women, and had 2 friends in the area, the Ukrainian dude and the Boontang boy. He decided to call them both up for some fast cash to fuel his addiction.
Come on, pick up.
Yeah, dude, what's happening?
Hey, I gotta ask a quick favor. I need some cash for something.
A nice what s up would be appreciated before asking for money, but why?
I need some cash to take a person out and have sex. Now can I get about $1,000 of cash from each of you?
$1,000? Where are you taking her, the effing moon or something?
Yeah man, where on earth are you taking her? Where did you find her? Ask him.
What? Hell no. I met her online and booked an appointment with her, and it'll be about $2,000 to have sex with her.
Bro, did you just book a hooker or something? That is a new law.
What? No way. She's an escort. I found her on an escort site. Now will you two give me the money or not?
Sorry, I cannot. 1, it's pricey and you're a neat, and 2, I won't partake in these actions. I don't want to be called by police to testify when you're in jail, or worse, come to your funeral.
Yeah man, good luck with what you're doing, but I won't give you that much money for some whore. Go buy a pocket pussy, yet still I think you'll find a way to rape it.
My damn friends, our so-called friends, now I am never going to talk to them again.
Now James was out of luck. He had no money and no close-by friends to help him out. He even pissed himself a little out of anger. He had 2 options, go home or go into a motel room, fuck a hooker, and leave without paying. He chose the latter. Soon he found out where a hooker was, dropped his piss pants, had sex with another hooker in 2 pumps and 5 seconds, and left in the night without paying. Later that night in his home he felt proud of essentially using a hooker without paying. It was a rush of ecstasy that his Hitler micro-penis could unload its tiny load. Though he essentially raped a hooker, and he was happy he could have sex, he did not realize what he had done. The hookers all heard of what he did, they all put him on a shit list, and told their pimps about what happened. Now James was in deep shit. He essentially had a sex problem and was about to be back and out of the frying pan and into the deep fryer with this community. The next day James had no money, no friends, and a burning sense of chlamydia in his pants, but still desired sex. He didn't think twice of using the hooker service and found out where they were stationed for now and drove off to meet one. This time would be different though, because the illegal community knew who he was and that he would be back. He drove to some shady apartments this time and started frantically looking up where the prostitutes were. He found one, knocked on their door rapidly, and it opened with an old disgusting ran-through lady opening it up. Instantly she knew who he was and invited him in.
You're the communist, right?
Yes, I'm the communist and I believe in using my pussy to make me money.
Whatever. I'm about to invade that space like Operation Barbarossa and destroy those communist assets.
Whatever, do you have the money?
Of course I can get you the money, but let me use your bathroom real quick because I didn't get a chance this morning and I'll move some money around.
Okay, sure.
James went into the bathroom, stripped naked, pissed everywhere but the toilet, and looked at his bank account which had nothing. But James believed women were objects at this point only to have sex with, so he didn't care about paying this prostitute. The prostitute outside though had different plans. She texted her pimp that James was here and he was definitely the man who didn't pay the other whore last time. The pimp said to keep him in the room at any cost, just don't have sex with him, and he would be right over. Now everything was set in motion and James was about to be in the fight of his life. James exited the bathroom but naked, and the prostitute was there waiting for him on the bed.
Okay, let's get this started. I did not bring any condoms, so I'm going in raw.
Okay, let's get this over with, baby. I'm just excited to see you.
Oh yeah, I'm going to invade the communist land like the Nazis.
James got in the bed with the prostitute and then started going down on her with his 2-inch boner out. And when he started, the door bust down and the 2GA pimp named Slickback walked in looking like he was about to destroy someone.
Hey you fatty, you look like you need a gym. Are you the loser who fucked the hooker without paying her?
And no.
By the looks of that puddle of piss you made on the bed, you did. Now I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
A pimp named Slickback threw one punch and knocked James out. A pimp named Slickback threw one punch and knocked James out. He was not dead but unconscious because the top G would need him to make his money back. Now Andrew dragged the man out by his penis and put his unconscious body in an unmarked ice cream van and drove off.